Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey guys, all right, we need your help. So we are very close to 3,000 subscribers. We're averaging about 100,000 views a week, and we've got about 2,800 subscribers. So if you guys could hit the subscribe button for us, we would greatly appreciate it, and it would really help us in moving these projects along and our channel. So if you could do that for us, we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And on to the video. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Saturday. It's July 19th. It's about 10 o'clock. And we're getting ready to start rolling over here. So kind of show you where we're at here. Right now we've kind of got things all over. So as you guys know, in about a little over a week, we're heading to Louisville for the Street Rod Nationals, which means we're taking that truck with the truck camper back there and that thing with the car trailer over there. So a whole lot of moving pieces as far as just logistics. Now, Big Red, you guys saw us do the frame swap, injectors, all that kind of stuff on it. It's doing really well. We spent yesterday pulling my fifth wheel out here to the driveway to clear us a path to even be able to get in there to get his truck camper. We also pulled this contraption out, which you guys might find interesting. So this bar goes in the trailer hitch here, goes in both of them actually. My dad made this thing, goes in there, both of them, and then slides in on the shiny metal part you can see here all the way to the black. All right, all of that goes inside that hitch, and then it's pinned in, and then he made this piece here that mounts back here that flips up and pins itself in to hold any of this. It takes it out of that, right? So now it's like that. So this is our trailer hitch, because we have to get past the back of the camper, because the back of the camper goes in and then it comes down, and when it does, you can't just hook up like you normally would, right? It comes out. So that's what he created. It works good. We've used it in the past, but that's what we were working on yesterday, getting all that in. That's the first time that's actually been in that hitch and on this truck since we did the frame swap. So we had to make sure it all fit. He had to do a little trimming on that back piece that flips up, but we got it. Also yesterday, just to keep you in the loop, noticed I'm missing the steering wheel. Well, not really missing, it's sitting over there. So I realized something here. My steering column bushing keeps sliding out, and like I'm missing something. There's something that holds that in. It doesn't just slide in. And so there's a cylinder sleeve that goes into here that then goes in and kind of holds all this together. I did not have that, did not realize that it took that. So called the thing shop, talked to them, they're sending it to me. It was like $7, and then I think it was like 19 bucks to my door with 2-day shipping. So once that gets here, we're going to put all this back together, and that should solve the steering column bushing issue, according to them. So, yay. That's the only thing we got going on here, other than cleaning this up and polishing it out. So, pretty happy about that. Now, what you guys... Let's talk for a second. Just get you caught up here. So, okay. I've been at the hospital with my mother-in-law. Hey, Mom, I love you. For the past, for like 4 days earlier this week. She's fine. Everything's good, but she's out. But it meant I couldn't film. So I posted a bunch of stuff that Ron was taking pictures and stuff and sending it to me, and I was trying to get that on in shorts and this, that, and the other for you guys. So I apologize for not having a bunch of videos and everything like we normally do. But we're back on that today, so don't you worry. So what we did is Big Ron started Bodywork on here, okay? On the 58 Apache. Now with that, you guys have seen a lot of this in the shorts and this, that, and the other, but I'll go over it anyway. Started spreading all metal, okay? Here, there, this is all metal, all right? Started doing all this back in here, up here. Now a lot of this has not been sanded, okay? So, like this has been sanded. That's actually not feeling too terrible. He's been hitting back here. There's a lot of sanding to do at this point, and we still need to put more on. But a lot of sanding to do. So we've got stuff to do. Today I'm going to, if all goes well, be working right here on the cowl vent. Now this is the aftermarket smooth piece that goes here, kind of like so. Okay. Now we're going to weld this in. All right. So there's a lot of work to be done. We've got some weird things that we got to take care of with it. This has a rolled edge here, right here, that the factory one doesn't have, and it's flat. It doesn't have the correct contour, so I have been screwing it in and just letting it kind of conform on its own a little bit. But we're going to have a little work to do there, cleaning this up and getting it ready. So there's that. Oh, sorry. Now, set this over here. So the goal is to work towards getting this installed. But in the meantime, we have this, right? And there's some Swiss cheese and some stuff here, but I don't want to replace this. What I'm going to do is take the all metal, because it's metal body filler, and I'm going to rough this up, and I'm going to skim both sides of this to make this stronger, okay? And then I'm going to get in here and do pour 15, scuff all this up and do pour 15. And get that going. So then we can take and make this fit correctly, and then what we'll do is we'll weld it here. We'll get that smooth piece on here and weld the seams, and then all metal that, and then this will be a completely smooth cowl here. The only thing on it will be the wiper deals here. So that's the idea. I'll be messing with that today. I think Ron will probably be messing with some stuff too, but we are still in the get ready for Louisville phase. There's some things we do have to do to the camper, to the truck, this, that, and the other. For those of you that don't know, we took Project Save Big Red here up to ice cold air about 3 or 4 days ago, I guess now, 4 or 5 maybe. And we had the air AC recharged because we had lost all the refrigerant when we did the frame swap, pulled the motor, all that. And they filled it up, and pretty much the next morning there was no refrigerant left in it. So it all leaked out. We had a bad leak, which ended up being one of the refrigerant lines under the hood had a hole in it, or blew a hole in it. So took it back to ice cold air. They found the line, found the leak, replaced the line, and recharged it. And now we have ice cold air conditioning in our Project Save Big Red. So that's huge. So at least now that problem got solved, right? Another issue we were facing was the generator on our Lance truck camper doesn't work. It'll start but won't stay running. I think the stator's bad. I need to replace that. Now, when we booked the campground in Louisville, there was no electric spots. Okay, so it was going to be just basically rough camping, and which means we would have needed a generator of some sort to be able to at least have the air conditioner running, right? Keep our food cool and all those things. Well, lo and behold, we were number 3 in line. 2 people needed to cancel in order for us to get electric. Well, one of them canceled, and the 2 people in front of us didn't answer the phone. So we got the call, and they said if you want electric you can have it, but you got to pay for it right now, blah blah blah. So I went ahead and did that, and now we have an electric spot, so we don't have to fix the generator right now on this, which is great. So Louisville is really shaping up pretty well. The Volkswagen thing's looking great. The camper is in great shape. All we got to do is literally put it on and bolt it down, and then we're ready to go. Put some beer and food and steaks and all that in. I also yesterday, just so you guys, not that you care, I put a new thing of duct tape around the windshield here, since we've got new storms coming, and trying to just save that thing for a minute till I can get a windshield here. But yeah, so anyway guys, that's where we're at. Bodywork's started on the Apache. There's a lot more bodywork on this side too that's been done and so on, but we're kind of sardined in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning out an area here to where I can get into this to start working on that cowl, and get Big Ron out here, come up with a game plan, and then I'll come back to you guys as I start doing this, and we start working on this area here and getting this ready, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned guys, we're all over it, still working on the Apache, still working on the thing, getting ready for Louisville, but we are in a really good spot. You know, we're just trying to get as much done as we possibly can in the time frame that we do have. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in a minute guys. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so getting ready to start on our 58 Apache here. Been working on the trailer all day. Pretty much the bearings are bad on this side, so we had to go find bearings and all the things. So we're doing that. This Big Ron's working on bearings on the trailer. I'm going to start right here on the 58 Apache. So let me get up here and show you. So down in this hole here, I need to scuff all this up, okay? Some of this I hit with the sandblaster here, but I need to go down through this trough as much as I can and scuff it up. Then I need to get it clean, and then I need to pour 15 it. And then from there, once the pores dries, then we come across here, right here, and with all metal, and clean this up here. We're good here, all these are good. It's just this lip here that I want to worry about a little bit. You can see it's a little Swiss cheese there. But we're going to clean that up, make that quite a bit stronger before we install this piece, which you guys have seen does something to that effect. Now when we go to do this, you know, it's you can see the rock in it, right? You can see it doing that. So once you screw it down, it gets a little better, but we're going to have to take some material off these edges here, right there, and right here, for sure, to allow this to actually sit properly. And then once it's all in and ready, we'll weld this seam up here. We'll get that welded up, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. And then we don't have to worry about anything really getting down in here at that point, from that point forward. So step one, Scotch-Brite pads, scuffing all this up. I'm going to jump on that. I have to be very careful because this is all pretty sharp, and just trying to get in here is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll get there. Stay tuned. I'll bring all this to you here in a minute. Like I said, Ron's working on the trailer. That's a big deal. We got to get that right. Took us a minute to find the bearings that I bought a year ago, 2 years ago. We had to look that up to make sure we got the right kit. So lost a little time there, but we're back on this, and it is 2 o'clock, and maybe with any luck I can get something on here tonight. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so here's where we're at. As you guys just saw, let me get you up here. I just went across with 415 down in this whole cowl area here. So that's now coated. I taped off this front line because I don't want to get any pores on it. I like to keep as much of it off as I can. So right now, we're going to hurry up and we'll just let this dry. And then the next step will be removing the tape and then all metal in across here, sanding that down, and then trying to make the panel that goes here to actually get that to fit. So stay tuned for that. That's what we're doing over here. And Big Ron is hammering away in the background. We got one ready. This one's going in for our car trailer here, and got a little dinosaur. But we're gonna get this all back together here soon, and then we'll move over to that side, and then car trailer will be ready. And that'll be exciting. So stay tuned for that. And we're just gonna keep rocking on the Apache, but that was a big first step. Now it's protected up under there, probably forever. Looks really good. Really happy with it. And you know, we're just one step closer, right guys, to getting to a point with this where we're priming. So these are the things that have to happen. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so here's where we're at. The inside of the cowl vent area is now all 415. That is the black that you see right in here. It is currently drying. It's pretty dry, but we're gonna give it till tomorrow. Tomorrow, just for a heads up on what's going to happen, I'm going to start skimming this front piece here, and then I will be pour 15ing like this, these little braces, some of this, after I'm done all metalling. We'll get all that done. I did do a little bit of sanding, but not a lot. I did a little sanding here, up through here a little bit. Just started knocking it down a little bit. Here, down in here, just starting to just get it in a world, right, where we don't have clumps and things like that. So trying to just dial this thing in a little bit, but very carefully, because this is sitting here and I don't want to I really don't want to get that totally dirty. So it was a very careful sanding, very slow actually. But anyway, I think we're looking pretty good here, boys. We did get the, take you out here and show you this. We did get the hardtop sitting on the Volkswagen thing. And then we took advantage today of the good weather and got all 4 bearings replaced in the races on our car trailer. So now the car trailer is ready to go, both to go get the lift for the neighbor and to also go to Louisville, hopefully. So that's a huge step for us. That's one of the big things that was in our way. Looking really good. Truck's ready. Trailer's ready. Camper's ready. I did clean our camping stove and stuff like that, so our grill, so I can actually cook hot dogs and stuff on it. But not that you guys care about any of that, but that's kind of where we're at. Been a day of just trying to get the trailer right and trying to do some things on the Apache and make progress on it. Knowing it wouldn't be monstrous progress because the paint's got to dry, right? So tomorrow though, I'm going to be all metaling and then starting to figure out how to get that panel on here and fitting correctly and start trimming that up and getting that dialed in. And we'll go from there. So looking good. Our steering column spacer will be here Monday. So we're waiting on that. And yeah, so that's kind of it, guys. That's where we're at. And hope you guys are having a great Saturday, great weekend. And I think I'm going to go eat some dinner and pick up my wife and go to bed and get here and do this again here tomorrow. So stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow morning. And I'll have a bunch of shorts and all kinds of stuff for you guys tomorrow. And we'll keep going. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate all you guys. And we'll see you in the morning. Have a good one.